Okay, so you can see how it's been cut and cleaned down. This is all going to be mulch. Now that pile of wood mulch from all the cutting I've been doing over the winter, or limbing, this has mainly been the result of limbing. So there's all this great mulch here, and that's from spruce needles. And this is sawdust from when I was cutting up firewood over here when I had all the logs. But you may notice I still have the pushkis here. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with these. I've see the chickens in there. And there's the chickens all hiding out in there. And that's one of the reasons I'm not taking out the foliage. But I will be taking off the heads. So I'll be taking off these heads right here because they can be feed for the birds. And I don't really need it to expand anyway. But it's understanding the difference between concealment and cover. And regarding hawks, chicken hawks, goshawks we have up here, I have learned that this makes great concealment for the chickens. It makes it harder for the hawks to target them. Right? Okay. So, let's do a little berry patch tour. So we can see the strawberries doing really well. These were planted 2 years ago. And now you can see the real benefit of it. So what's in here is logs on the bottom, and then cardboard, and then some potting soil, and a mix of fishbone meal and worm casings and compost. And that's it. But I think this is probably going to be one of the best years for these strawberries. And one of the additions, putting nitrogen into the ground, are the comfrey plants right in the middle. You can see it, planted that. And I did that just this year. Now look at the size of these plants. I mean, these are tall. Isn't that right, Mr. Bielefelder? Bielefelder's our rooster over there. That's a Bielefelder. Big eggs. It's a dual purpose chicken. There's Mr. Bielefelder. Yep. Oh, right there. Good chicken. Great breed, we've learned. I've been cutting the daisies away because they're an invasive. Trying to keep the dandelions around because they're actually pretty useful. But look at the size of these strawberry plants. Man, they're like, what? That's like 13 inches tall right there. 13 inches, 14 inches, almost 15. Those stems on those strawberry plants. Wild. And here, that has a comfrey. And you can see it right there. Right down there. That's a comfrey. Putting nitrogen. This one does not have it, and I see a definite difference. It's thinner. Doesn't have as much in there. And then, you notice that the turkeys and chickens are just going to town after I cut because all the bugs are revealed, and so they can go and pick them up, and worms or whatever might have been under there. So now it'll even be better for them to scratch up too later as the bugs and worms come up to, for instance, the worms will come up and take this compost and taking it down to the ground, turning it up, making a good food material, plant food material. So here's a hascap, beautiful hascap. Got 5 of those here. This is a Saskatoon right here. It's a small one. Here's its bigger brother right here. And this is gonna have a lot of berries this year. It's not as big as the one that's up there by the house. But where's the plow? There we go. So these are coming in. So about 3 more months we'll be able to pick them before the birds. Yeah, songbirds like to pick them up. And the hascaps are coming in this year. Right here. Here we go. It's always good for hascaps up here. and was it the Siberian honeyberry? Really good. Like to use them in, people like to use them in milkshakes because they dissolve. The blueberries leave particles, right? But the honeyberries dissolve. And here's the blueberry that I had pulled out earlier that we planted, looking fantastic, growing. You can see the amount of growth, about 2-3 inches right there. That's good. Since I planted it, what, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? No, it's been about a month now, huh? Yep. Yeah, that's a weed I gotta get. I hate those things. These things suck. They get into your genes and that's how they get carried away. Kind of like a burr. And here's a red black currant. Black currant here. And then a small red currant over here. Younger one. It'll get better as time goes by and the nutrients get into it. And here's another blueberry that I pulled out. Actually, 2 blueberries here. This was totally bare. There are no leaves whatsoever. And now this is coming in. This is coming out. You can see the nice new growth, hitting it with coffee. Same with this one over here too. Love these blueberries. We'll have to put them in a cylinder of chicken wire and some posts. Keep the moose and snowshoe hares from chewing them down to the ground. Yeah, which they do really well. Yeah, it's a choke cherry over there. I don't know if I want to keep that. Is it a choke cherry or crab apple? I think that's a choke cherry. Crab apple over in there. But yeah, these daisies, this was all green grass, pasture for the geese. And that's what they come and eat. So now I'm cutting it back again, trying to get the grass to grow up so they can feed on it. Got other areas that I've been throwing some new grass into. There's another hascap. And here's some more comfrey right here. Very, very important plant to have on your property. Very, very effective on so many levels. And you help, just like with deer love to eat it down in the lower 48. Moose will chomp it down, so be prepared to protect it. And yeah, so a little quick tour of this one. I got another one, which is the nursery where I got the raspberries and stuff like that. I'll show it to you a little bit. I gotta clean it out and get all the stuff composted in there. Yep. So here, all this in here. So you got little trees. Got here's an apple tree that's so more hascaps again right here. Aronia, that's aronia out there in the middle. Very good stuff. Medicinal. A bunch of different kinds of currants in here. Golden, white, and red currants. Elderberry, black European elderberry right there. That'll come in. It's doing really well, but I think I got to get it out of there pretty soon. And then, what is it? Anne's. I think it's Anne's, or it's just forget. It's a yellow raspberry. It tastes like mango. It's pretty wild. Oh, and there's the tree nursery over there. We've got the bees over here. So I'm gonna get them out in the sun more. They're too protected in here, which is not good up here. You need to get your bees outside. So they're gonna go up on the hill, closer to the pollination. I'll show you the pollination garden. That's got a lot of stuff in it growing now. It's like a whole bed of clover, red clover. So when that pollinates, those bees are gonna love it up there. But here's some more aronia. Got some aronia right here, right down there. This is all aronia right here. This is an aronia. It's doing really well now. So let me turn this around here. Yeah, so here's a new apple tree I put in. That's gonna, it got chewed down a little bit, but the good thing I put this corral down here to keep the rabbits off of them. The rabbits are actually the most destructive on these trees. So it'll start really getting going next year. And then this whole area is going to be fenced off. I mean, shoot, you can see there's another Aronia right here. Aronia. Love Aronia. Oh, an aspen. That's pretty cool. They're not supposed to grow here, but I guess they do. It's funny when people say, you can't grow that here. And here, apple. Another apple. Got chewed down. Didn't get it protected in time. Cherry tree. Protected. And, oh yeah, this is a good one right here. This is a Siberian pea. If you have to feed your animals, or they call it tree hay, this is the one to use. Lots of nutrients, and then when the pods get going, it's got a lot of food, a lot of nutrients. So, highly suggest if you got cattle to feed, have some Siberian pea, and you can just feed the whole thing. And the best thing about it is people can eat it too. You can eat the pea pods. You can eat the leaves. You can eat everything. Humans and other animals. Browsers, grazers, we can all eat them. So, thanks for following on the little mini tour. Now I gotta go and put some electric wire up. I'm putting up some fencing for the piggies. So that'll be another little event. Training the piggies to respect the wire. So I'll talk to you later. Stay safe. Hope you're doing some proactive things to get ready for what's coming. And I'll talk about that in the next spot. Yeah. I mean, have you heard that silent hush? I call it the silent hush. I've heard that silent hush since the debate. I think it's really hit people what's really happening. So, stay safe, and I'll see you on the other side.